Yo, what's good YouTube? VISHBEGAMIN here. Today I wanted to show you guys how to make the best Magic Johnson build on NBA 2K26 Next Gen. Um, I wanted to make it more so accurate to what his actual height is because I mean, if you want to make a Magic Johnson build, it's unique of him to be a 6'9", build. Even though I know it's impossible to make him, you know, 6'9" as a point guard and shooting guard. I'm just gonna go ahead and say we're gonna make it a small forward, call it a point forward, because that's only what the game allows us. They don't allow us to make 6'9" point guards, but they allow us to make 7'4" centers, and now they're ruling over the world. Weird how that works. But yeah, I'm gonna tweak this up, do little things to give you guys some extra options with the build, and also find ways to maximize the playmaking. That way you can get all the legend badges you possibly can. So, if that sounds interesting, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is name a Magic Johnson, make him right-handed, jersey number 32. Gonna put him in the small forward spot because this is the only way you could be 6'9". We're gonna go stick with all the other vitals being the exact same thing as his actual height, weight, wingspan. So 6'9", 220 pounds, wingspan of 7'1", so you'll still have decent shooting with that. First thing we'll do is get our close shot to an 84. That's a good sweet spot to get Silver Paint Prodigy, help you make those standing layups as a tallish build. Driving layup was originally 85. We're gonna go specifically 91. That way you have that option to eventually get at least, physical finisher on Hall of Fame. Or you could just put 2 cap breakers and get gold layup mix master. You could have settled with 90 and get just a smidge bit more speed, but I wanted to give that option to get Hall of Fame physical finisher eventually. Driving dunk, I'm going to go 75, that way we can get athletic dunks off 1 and 2. Standing dunk, we're just going to chill at 45. I don't think bronze rise up is that big of a deal, and the basic standing dunks is good enough. He's not really known for just doing these posterizing standing dunks, nor is he really all that athletic to begin with. And the driving dunk will kind of compensate for most of the things that you want to do. It's more like, I feel like when you're like around the 81 to 85 range as a 6'10", 6'11 big, that's when standing dunks important. Mid-range, we're just going to go ahead and max it out to 87, so that way you get all your silver shooting badges. The 3-ball, we're going to give you guys a decent 3-ball starting at 78, and then if 78 is still not enough, you can always go +5 over here for 83 to eventually get bronze limitless. Free throws, he later on became a really great free throw shooter, getting close to the 90s, so we'll put it at 93, that way you can comfortably knock him down, because this would just be a great rec build. You're going to be making any kind of pass you want in the game. Ball handle, we'll put it at 80, just enough to get silver unpluckable. You'll get a decent amount of dribbles moves. Speed with ball, I'm going to put it at 70. 68 is all you need for bronze, but lightning launch, but we'll put it at 70 so that way you can get pro dribble styles. Pass accuracy was originally 92. We're going to put it all the way at 94. That way you already have some gold and Hall of Fame playmaking badges, and then once you put your 5 cap breakers here, make your build specialization playmaking. Well, actually I wouldn't even recommend putting your build specialization playmaking, because if you're gonna eventually have 5 cap breakers placed onto here, all these badges will be legend. So just focus on something else like finishing or even shooting, because you'll have tier 2 badges there, and you can put cap breakers over here and actually utilize your max +1 tier 1s and tier 2s. That way you can make your badges go from silver to gold, or gold to Hall of Fame, and so on and so forth. So do not do that. You're just gonna waste it. They'll allow you to do it, you're gonna waste it and then regret making that decision. They should just allow you to change it, but I guess that's another gimmick to make you like spend more VC. Anyways, perimeter defense, we're gonna put it at 74, just so you can get all your bronze defensive badges. Steel, you could really just chill with it being low, especially with these new patches. They don't really do anything, but well, for the sake of the video and what Magic Johnson is, we're gonna give it some steel. Put it at 60 for bronze interceptor. Again, I've gotten steals with 40 to no steel at all before, like straight up interception animations. But it's there in case if you want it, and then you could probably get those cap breakers up there to like 67, 73 steel eventually. And then I put block at 74. They had it originally at 73 before, but I put it at 74 so you can get bronze high flying denier and paint patroller. So in case if you do contest around the rim, that badge will pop up and give you a decent amount of a chance to get that contest. Defensive rebound, I went to 85. He was a pretty good rebounder, so you'll be able to snag rebounds, start the fast break, you know, get good rebounds, throw full court passes, no problem in the rec. Speed, I put it at 79. I know he's probably slower, but I wanted to give you guys some speed just to run back and forth faster. Agility 71. I feel like agility doesn't matter until you like, especially as a taller build, unless if you were trying to go for like 85 perimeter or something like that, then you would match it the agility accordingly. Especially with this here where a shifty shooter, there's not a requirement for a certain amount of agility, so that's my opinion. Strength was originally 79. We're gonna put it at 84 over here, so you can get Hall of Fame strong handle. And if you were going for that 96 driving layup eventually, you'll get a pure Hall of Fame physical finisher. And I think physical finisher is a pretty good badge. The layup mix master kind of sucks, but physical finisher is still a very solid badge. Depending on where you have it at, you can make anywhere from like 30%, 40, 50, 60% contested layups, depending on where you have it from the gold, Hall of Fame, legend tier. And then vertical, they had it at 66. I swear, these little knickknacks that they're making, they just kind of rush it. They're like, 66 here, 73 here, just to like make it. But like, if they just fix that kind of thing up a little bit, then they can just have the perfect requirement for bronze posterizer. If they found a way to get 74 blocked, you have just the right amount for paint patroller. But yeah, here it is. You got all your essential defensive badges. Obviously, you're not no like lockdown, but neither was Magic Johnson to begin with. You have a lot better rebounding than I was expecting. The pass accuracy is cracked out. I mean, you can get up to 99 pass accuracy with 5 cap breakers. I feel like everyone should be able to have 5 cap breakers by now. And then once you get more throughout the year, you can eventually go for an 83 3 ball. Or if that works, if this is good enough for you for the time being, you can then go for 96 driving layup. Then after that, like all these close shots always go in increments of like 2s or 3s. So you could stack 4 or 5 cap breakers over here to get 92 close shot for gold paint prodigy. So yeah, so those are the main spots I would focus on. But most importantly, first get your pass accuracy up. Then in my opinion, driving layup. Then 3 ball and then close shot. But, you know, if you're trying to be true to Magic, then you could prioritize 3 ball last. And you even got some decent post fades, too. With that being gold, so. Yeah, so I think these 6'9 builds, you're able to make them a lot better than last year. And then, obviously, you're not going to get shades of Magic Johnson because we're making him a small forward. But you still got some amazing shades of with, like, Rick Barry, #1. Larry Bird, ironically, #2. And then you even got LeBron, #3. What, you know, a pretty cool name. Break starting, mid paint bully. Weakness, doesn't read passing lanes. Alright, bro, whatever. I never pay attention to those. I rarely read them because, like, I feel like they just try to do that just to make you overthink about your build. But if you know you got all the badges that you need and stats for certain animations, etc., think you're set. But yeah, there it is. If you liked the video, please drop a like. I post build videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I also go live on Twitch, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until then, I'll catch you all in the next build video. Peace.